Hi everyone. As discussed in this previous videos, we are trying to work on managing the subscription through PowerShell, and we have to meet this following conditions. To do that, you can refer the playlist which will talk about the scenario introduction in detail. What are we trying to do? But in this session, we are going to touch the third condition. In the previous sessions, we already covered this. So when we have virtual machines of specific family size, if they are not in the approved vCore or the family size and everything, we will bring down that to the lowest approved family size. So we will try to get here the list of VMs in a subscription, and in each VM we'll check whether the VM size is in the approved family size or not. If they are not in the approved family size, then we're going to bring down the we will update the VM to a lowest approved family size. To understand that, let us first start working on the script. So get-AzVM will get the list of all the VMs in subscription. Now I will try to put this in VM list equal to get-AzVM, and I'll take for each VM in VM list, and we'll look at get-az, the same command, but if we give the specific VM details and everything, it's going to give the entire details of the VM. And here I'm going to mention VM.name hyphen resource group, and it is VM.resource group. So each in this list of VMs, it will take each VM and it will pass the name and the resource group name, and we'll get the entire VM details. So I'll just put this in a variable called VM details. Now, so let's go and try this one and understand what is happening. VM details FL. So as of now, I have one VM in my subscription. And when I run this is what I'm getting. I'm getting this details. So now if I go for VM details and I find this, uh, the hardware profile is the one which we have to look at. If we see hardware profile, which is giving the VM size, and it is mentioning which size it is. So these are the only values which it has. And so VM size will give me the standard U1. Okay. Now, so I'll just copy this command, paste it here. Now I'm going to mention that as VM size equal to VM details, and I'm going to look at the commands which can give me more values about it. So get hyphen command AzVM hyphen star. So all these commands related to VM, and this command is something which gives me the size about the VM. Get help hyphen online, and this gets me the available VM sizes in a specific location. So I'll use this, and I'll mention this here, and this time it is Central India. It's typo. So I got all the list of VM sizes. In that I just need where hyphen object the name of the size and that with the hardware profile size equals VM size. So I'll get this. So I'm just comparing here among all the list. I will take one value which is actually matching with the VM size of the VM we have. And there I'm getting the entire details of that size where it is mentioning number of cores. Now I'll try to say that my condition is let it be if any approved family size like an E or it's a general purpose or compute optimized or a or a storage optimized. Here, I would like to understand the number of vCores. So I copy this command, and if it is of less than that, I'll mention VM size details equals, and I'm going to mention here VM size details dot number of cores is less than or equal to 2. Then I'll mention that write hyphen output VM is VM dot name uh, is approved size, and I'm going to mention here VM I'm going to mention this one, or else if it is not an approved size, then I want the machine to be updated. And if we look at the commands which we have, uh, here if we see, we have a command called update-AzVM and set-AzVM. So so update-VM-size will give us the updated, it will update the details of the VM, a set VM, and update the state of the Azure virtual machine. And if we look at the examples, this is how we will pass the value update-AzVM, resource group, and the VM details. Now I'll take the same thing here, and what I'll do is I have this VM details and hardware profile dot VM size equals the standard. So every time the lowest is one core machine. So if it is standard DS1, it will change it to that. And here I'm going to mention that update-AzVM and the VM details as VM and resource group and mention resource group name equal to VM dot resource group. I'll mention here that V is not of approved size, and I'm going to mention resizing the VM to standard even. I'll copy this and I'll try this out. So as of now it is DS1, so it is in the approved 1 core size, so it is not going to create any issue and it should print out that VM is enough approved size. So let's go and try, understand that, and it showed that VMC India is of approved size and it has mentioned. So here I'll just use even the same thing and we'll try this time changing the existing machine to more than 2 core. So I'll change that to, so let me refresh it and I'll try changing the VM size to more than 2 core and let's see what happens. As this is a spot instance, so it is not giving us more than the approved size. Let me go ahead and create a virtual machine here. I created a previous machine which is of spot instance, though that is why it is not allowing to provide me more core, and I'll not use any of this, and I'm going to mention password here. So here I have to change the VM size. Let me change it to more than that, and I can't do this probably because of it is a different location. So let me use East US here and it should allow me. Okay, go ahead and create this machine. I'm going to pause the video till the VM gets created. The VM got created. Now if I go and check how many virtual machines, I have 2 virtual machines. And I ran the command here, get-AzVM, and I got the 2 virtual machines. Now let me go and when I mentioned here a write output, here are the list of VMs, the subscription to be make it user friendly. And I'm going to run this. Now if you say it mentioned here, this is here are the list of approved VMs, and it just took the VM02 as the first list and it sees that it is not in the approved size, so it is going to change the C India VM name 02 to a standard DS1 V2, and let's go and check whether it has been resized or not. And the state has been succeeded. We could actually say that one. So even we can take the status succeeded state here and uh, update status equals, and we can mention if update status dot e status called equals true, then we can mention VM has been updated, has been resized successfully. Else and we can mention the VM name here. Resize operation has failed for VM, and here I'm going to mention new line, and this will give me the status code from next time whenever it is updating the rest of the VMs that is in the approved size. So this is how we can ensure that the VMs are being updated to the uh, newer status. So even we'll go and validate here. I'll go and refresh here, and I see the VM size. If I go at this is one CPU, and even this C India VM02 is in one CPU. This is how we can do it, of getting the list of VMs and check whether they are approved size or not and resize accordingly. So we can do with multiple formats, but we are trying to do this through PowerShell. This is to just make you guys habituated how we can make things happen through PowerShell. So in the next video, stay tuned. We'll be working on the next resources. Whichever resources are created by juniors will be deleted by evening 7:30, and any virtual machine created by seniors should be switched off by 9:30 p.m. And I'll end this session. Thank you guys.